Now, I was watching Hamza, who is probably my favorite self-improvement YouTuber because of all that he's taught me about the self-improvement niche. You know, he's the reason why I created this YouTube channel, and he gave me the ability to decide what I actually want to do in my life and my future. But while I was watching him, he talked about a question that he could not answer, and that was how to get someone else on self-improvement, like a family member or a friend. Basically, he didn't know the answer to this question because he's tried it time and time again, and he's not really been too successful on it. But I think I actually have the answer myself to how to actually maybe not fully get someone on self-improvement, but at least make the other person improve their own lives to the better, maybe without them even noticing. And this is just working extra hard yourself. Be as productive as you can, right? Meditate, read, work out, anything that's healthy for you and your future, and almost try to get the other person to notice what you're doing. Notice that, okay, you are on self-improvement, you're not a degenerate like everyone else. And what this will do is it will either make the other person go, wow, I'm actually a loser, like this guy's doing good for himself, I actually need to change my life like he's doing, I can't let this guy be better than me, I can't allow that. Or they'll just be interested, right? Not necessarily caring about being better than you, but just wanting to try out what you do because it looks like kind of fun. And I know this is probably the closest answer we can find to answer this question because it's worked for me personally. Like, I am proof of this. I'm not just chatting rubbish, right? I remember I would always speak about self-improvement to my brother, almost calling him a loser. Not even almost, I would directly say he is a loser for taking his young years for granted, just wasting time, you know, not really doing much with his life. But it wasn't until he saw me lifting weights, he saw me eating healthier, that he actually started doing the same. Now, he's still a normal kid. He still does, you know, normal things like play video games, you know, be on TikTok, all this, right? Social media, right? But so yeah, he's nowhere near self-improvement, but at least he's trying to exercise, eat less junk food, and he's even starting to read a little bit, which a few weeks ago he would have made fun of me if I even like told him to read a book or something, right? So he's even reading. And I know for a fact he would never even think to eat healthy, lift weights, right? He couldn't lift weights if it wasn't for me, right? If it wasn't for me, he would not be doing any of this stuff because I'm the reason why we do have dumbbells in the house and gym equipment. And, you know, I'm the reason why, you know, he's looked at me and gone, oh, he's eating kind of healthy, you know. Maybe I should actually pay more attention to my health at a young age and not, you know, worry about it in the future, right? Because as a kid, you just like put things off, like your health, for example. Like, I'm just a kid, I can eat whatever I want. But, you know, this is why I always say, the earlier you get on self-improvement, the better, right? You should be, as soon as you gain consciousness, and you might think I'm like too strict and whatever, like you might think, oh man, like I can go, be on self-improvement later, I'm gonna have fun first and then I'll be on self-improvement. No, I completely disagree with that. I believe as soon as you gain like consciousness, like you're like a toddler or like a kid, you should be on self-improvement. You should have a strict schedule of what you do throughout the day that will benefit you in your future, because I don't focus on the present. And when I have a kid, I don't want my kid focusing on the present. I want my kid focusing on his future. I want my kid to build his character up for the future. It's like a video game. You build your character up so it gets better and better and better. What do you think playing video games does? Doing drugs, casual sex? Do you think this betters you? Do you think this makes you a better person? No, it doesn't. Earlier you get on self-improvement, the better. It's never too soon to get on self-improvement, right? I don't want the excuse of, oh, well, I'm only like 10 years old and I'm too young and all this, I can't lift weights. Self-improvement doesn't just have to be working out, right? You could do one push-up as a 10-year-old. That's not going to damage your growth spurt or wherever these freaking fat doctors say, right? Read a book. Meditate for 30 seconds, right? I meditate for like 50 minutes a day. Meditate for 10 seconds a day, bro. Like, it's not even that hard. The tinier you start off with, the bigger it will get. And I could yap on all day about this. You need to get on self-improvement. The younger you get on self-improvement, the better. I probably got on self-improvement like 16, 17. I wish I started earlier. I wish I had a role model that could have told me to get on self-improvement at 10 years old, right? But I've started at 16, 17. And Hamza, for example, started self-improvement when he was like early 20s, like 22, 23, right? So he started like what would it be, like 7 years later than me, right? So yeah, I'm yapping. I'm gonna stop yapping now. Next scene. So yeah, obviously I'm not saying don't talk to them, because I feel like me talking to my brother also helped a little tiny bit. But you know, obviously, yeah, chat to them a bit here and there about self-improvement. But as the famous saying goes, actions speak louder than words. You could not be working as hard as you should be, and you're telling someone to change their ways. Why would they even consider listening to you if you ain't even taking your own advice and like only working at the minimum rate? You're only working at the rate that you have to work. You're not even like trying. It doesn't even, the thought doesn't even come to your mind of like pushing for that extra mile. Work really hard. Work harder than everyone, and show that person that you want to get onto self-improvement, or at least want them to improve their lives a little bit. Show them that you're working hard, and sooner or later what will happen is that person will come to realize that they do need to change their ways. They need to become a better human being because of all the success you're getting from self-improvement, and they don't want to miss out on that. But yeah, that's basically everything I have to say. Yeah, thank you for watching as always. Take care and peace. Bye bye.